Dark Discoveries is a podcast that dives deep into the darkest corners of history, mystery, and the downright bizarre. We discuss real events that may include graphic detail, adult themes, strong language, not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
We're here to inform, entertain, and maybe make you laugh nervously in public, but never to glorify criminals or make light of victims. Our research is thorough, but hey, we're not perfect.
We don't claim to be historians, so if we get something slightly off, blame Dustin. All opinions are our own, and sometimes even those are questionable. Welcome back to Dark Discoveries. We hope everybody is having a terrific Valentine's Day. I'm your host, Jimbo, and I'm with
Jackie.
Dustin?
And we have a special guest joining us today.
I'm Kiara.
Kiara joining us once again. She's been on once before, a long, long time ago, but glad she's back. So today, we're going to do a little bit something different on this podcast, like we do every episode, right? So we're diving into a holiday that most people see as sweet, innocent, and romantic.
Barf.
Valentine's Day. Hearts, chocolates, flowers, love letters, circle yes or no if you love me. The symbols of affection are everywhere.
If you love me, if you want to be my friend.
I'm sorry, but you say
Well, then
Valentine's.
don't be
Oh my God, he's still going. Okay.
Well, I think this is how love goes. Check yes or no. I just started. I started way too early.
that kept going.
So just think how much money advertisers have spent on this holiday throughout the years. Because as we're recording this, it's not even Christmas, but I'm sure I can go to Walmart and pick up some Valentine's candy with my St. Patrick's Day hat for my July 4th fireworks. Right?
Not yet. They get Christmas out way first, and then they rush everything else. So,
But behind all the glitter, lace, and pink paper lies a far darker story. Valentine's Day has a history steeped in blood, mystery, obsession, and tragedy. It's a holiday that celebrates love, but that love has often come at dangerous cost. Long before the Hallmark... Anybody here like the Hallmark Christmas movies?
No.
but I like when
It
you
is
get
the same one, same story over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Although
we got to save
there
the
was one
town
last
bakery
year
from
that
the
I laughed
evil banker.
so hard, and it was they put a scarf on a snowman, and it turned into a real man, and he's like running around town bare chested. And I was rolling. And it was so bad. It was good.
There is a movie that is on Amazon Prime, I do believe. It's called No Sleep Till Christmas. You have got to watch it because it's great.
I'm in.
So long before Hallmark and chocolate companies existed, February 14th, or the days surrounding it, was a time of rituals that could be violent, eerie, and even deadly. Ancient Roman festivals involved the sacrifice of animals, strange fertility rituals, and public acts that today would be unthinkable or probably common.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, how strange are these? Okay.
So across medieval Europe, the day became a mix of superstition, courtship, and social pressure, where anonymous letters could bring joy or sometimes fear. And over long centuries, these practices evolved into customs, legend, and urban myths, creating a tapestry of love and danger intertwined. Even the figure we associate with the holiday, Saint Valentine, is shrouded in mystery. Multiple men named Valentine lived and died in different times and places, some executed for defying emperors, some martyred for their faith, and some possibly invented entirely by storytellers of the church itself. His story or stories provided a convenient way to Christianize older pagan rituals and promote obedience while wrapping it in the imagery of love and sacrifice. But that ambiguity, the uncertainty around who Valentine really was, what he did, and why he was remembered only fueled centuries of myths, conspiracies, and romanticized legends.
I gotta ask real quick, James. So St. Patrick's drove out the snakes from Ireland. Did St. Valentine drive out the trouser snakes?
No, just Richards.
Oh, okay. Even better.
So
Okay.
today, as we explore Valentine's Day, we'll journey through ancient festivals, medieval customs, strange global traditions, and modern commercialism. We'll look at tales of obsession, tragedy, and superstition. We'll uncover the myths and conspiracies behind the sweetest holiday on the calendar. And along the way, we'll see that love historically has rarely been simple, and sometimes it has been downright dangerous. But by the end of this episode, you may never look at a heart-shaped box of chocolates or a simple Valentine's Day card the same way again. And now, before we go further, let me just go ahead and I'm going to start off the thing with two questions. One, do you guys remember when you were in school and you had to make the Valentine's box for people to come and drop off the Valentines at your desk? Or did you have a paper sack you had to decorate, Dustin? What did you have?
I think it was a box, but that was like elementary school.
Did you ever get any Valentines in it?
Well, yeah, you had to give it to everybody. You had to be nice.
You had to.
Yeah.
But
I know there's a butt coming.
Yes.
there was somebody who would normally, like the people that she liked, like friends and things, would make homemade ones that were really, really freaking nice. So,
Did you get one?
yeah. I don't still have it, but I should have.
Jaggy?
I used to be skinny and kind of good looking, but now I'm just old, fat, and gray and not good looking.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. That's good. So I had boxes and I had bags and stuff, and I decorated with the kids, and we've turned theirs into like little food carts and dinosaurs and stuff like that. But my school growing up, I went to a private school, and they did a fundraiser where they would buy like 100 carnations, and for $1.50, you could send a girl a carnation at school, and it was this big deal. And all the popular girls would walk out with all these carnations. And I have to say, like, the cutest thing I ever had, I was probably in 8th grade, was I came out to my locker, and taped to my locker was a Crush orange soda, and I said, I have a crush on you, and I was so excited. And the boy came up and he's like, oh, that was for her. He put it on the wrong freaking locker. I was like, you son of a. So Valentine's Day can kiss my butt.
I'm keeping the crush though.
What about you? What about you, Special K?
We did something similar in high school where there was a table selling carnations, and you could fill one out. Maybe it wasn't carnations, just a type of flower.
Well, we had a candygram where you could do
Yeah.
candy and send them candygram.
Yeah, they do that too. They'll just set up a table in the commons, and you write your name down and who you're sending it to, and then they'll have students go through classes and send them out to kids. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Okay, and the next question, because I have to bring up food. Dustin, do you like the chalk hearts that you can get in the box?
No,
Jackie?
The
No,
only
but
good candy on Valentine's Day is just the ones that take a different shape, like Reese's heart, things like that.
No, my mother loves them because she's a huge Raggedy Ann person. And
It was mine.
yes, and that was like her first doll as a kid. And the original Raggedy Ann dolls, for those of you that don't know, used to have a carnation heart put into them. And those hearts were always sorted out and it said the I love you. And so they actually did away with it because kids would find it and then suck it through the cloth. And so then it went to just this fabric heart. But my mom every year gives us these god-awful hearts. And I like the really sarcastic ones, so I will switch them out. The worst thing I ever did was on Valentine's Day, they had fortune cookies that were, let's just say adult fortune cookies.
No.
And I took a box of them to the local Chinese restaurant and we mixed them in.
No.
And my dad was laughing so hard because the next time that we went in there, it was like after church on a Sunday, they were handing them out with your order. Like when you would come up and pay for it, you were no longer allowed to get your own fortune cookies. But they were raunchy, like sexy time ones.
See, you doesn't overshadow me. I'm like, just imagine you're a kid and you live in the country and your Raggedy Ann's in the closet and a mouse gets a hold of it.
Oh
eats-
my gosh,
and eats
that's
the
like
heart out. So then you get the Raggedy Ann and it just
terrifying.
scares the crap out of
Yes.
you. And now you're talking about, doing perverted things.
Well, You know,
Chinese
Sucking through a
restaurant.
okay,
cloth.
guys.
I don't know
In
what she's
case you
talking about.
haven't noticed,
So I think
I'm
that's-
not a really romantic person.
So my aunt always said sex is like Chinese food. It's not over until everybody gets their cookie.
Wait till you tell her that cookie.
So maybe she got that from you guys because of
Sorry.
the fortune cookie that you got.
They're okay, but only in moderation. Them hearts, I can do a few, but it's always fun to see what the spelling is on there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
sometimes the dye is like rubbed off, and you're like, "What does this say?" I don't know.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
love
were
the ones
kids,
that
you
say
would
like
always,
fax me. I'm like, who faxes?
There's a
page
special
me 911.
there's a special place in the trash can that those go in that are
You could
next
build
to-
houses with those.
that
They're
are
still
next
around.
to candy corn. So it's like candy corn.
Whoa!
Oh, I like
you
a
are
candy
crossing
corn.
the line
Yeah.
with candy corn.
I like candy
That is one of the
corn.
greatest
I love the
candies
smell
of
of
all
it.
time.
I gotta agree with you on that.
It does
Yeah.
smell good, but it
Yeah.
doesn't taste good.
And you'll never be back on the podcast. But let's go ahead and let's kick this off a little bit lighter. So I found, it's Valentine's Day. We're going to talk a little bit about the till death do us part unusual marriage proposals, and sometimes they're weird. So love has always been a strange creature. It crawls with human psyche, rewires logic, and whispers to us that the most terrifying, bizarre, or wildly impractical ideals suddenly make perfect sense. And when it comes to marriage proposals, that moment when a person decides to bind their life to someone else, people don't always settle for roses and a ring. Wait a minute. Before we go any further, there's 3 of us married at this table. Jackie, how were you proposed to? Do you want to
right.
plead the fifth? We don't.
It's a little bit of a sore subject. I'll be real honest.
No.
I never got proposed to because I had been seeing a gentleman prior to meeting my husband that proposed, and I went out. The night that he proposed, I was like, I have to think about this. And I went home, and the next morning I went to AT&T and I changed my phone number. And I met Sean that week. Long story short, guys, I will tell you how I met my husband. Clearly, my ex and I were not meant to be. We were too much alike. One of us was going to end up in a body bag. My husband's best friend was dating one of my best friends, and they kept saying, there's this guy you need to meet. There's this guy. And I was like, no, I'm not interested. I'm not looking. I've had a terrible time. And she's like, let's go camping. And I was like, oh, yeah. So I bring all my crap clothes and my camp. And I got off work late and I pull in and there's this guy standing at the gate to let me in. And I was like, oh, no, they did it. They set me up.
They did.
And so
I don't know how much they paid you to shake your booty, but you can go home.
I was just, I pull in and I was like, ah, crap. And he's like, hey, I'm Sean. I'm so-and-so's friend. And I was like, hi, wasn't ready for this, And I was kind of being a little bit of a butt, but I was like, all right, whatever. And I popped the trunk of my car so I could grab my suitcase and everything out. And I was late getting there. So Sean had been having a few beers. He bent down to get my suitcase and ripped the biggest fart you have ever heard in your life. This is all in 30 seconds of meeting him. I married him almost a year to the day later.
Nothing says I love you like a big juicy fart.
And here's the thing. He never actually put the ring on my finger. Well, he never actually proposed. He put the ring on my finger and he said, pick a day. And I think it's because he was terrified to actually propose because what I did the last time. So,
Well,
yeah.
Dustin,
Yeah.
can you top that story?
No, ours was just Christmas Eve, and I'm not going to go into details, but in my mind,
You didn't fart on her? Come on, that's real love.
in my mind, I had it all planned out. We were
Blow
gonna,
you away.
I was going to go to a baseball game, go to a Braves game, and have it on the Jumbotron, and
Aw.
it was going to be awesome. And then Elvis was going to marry us, and she was like, "No, we're not going to Vegas. Elvis is not
I
marrying
wanted to
us."
get married by Elvis too.
And yeah, we'll just
We'll leave it at that. Is that what-
we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it as a mystery.
James? No,
no.
you got to tell us. Okay.
So, true story. The first time I met my wife's parents, because she's a teacher, and we went on spring break. Her family is in Illinois, is in their farmer. Or sorry, Illinois, no S.
Illinois.
I don't want to get the Illinoisans mad at me. And like, I was in another room on a cot, because there was not enough beds. They had an old farmhouse. So I had asked her to marry me there, but I didn't have a ring yet.
Aw.
we were actually down there because her cousin was getting married. And I didn't ask her dad permission. So this is how this went down.
I didn't either, so it's okay.
So we go to the wedding. My wife is up at where somebody's standing there. Hey, you signed this book, so you were here. All right. So she's out there. Here I am. I'm sitting here. I got a space on the end for my wife. Then it's my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, and their kids. Oh, they didn't have kids yet. So they were coming down to light the candles, right, before and playing music. And I leaned over to her dad and I said, me and Denise are thinking about doing this next year. And he just looked at me and he shook his head. And I'm petrified right now. So then I'm looking straight ahead and I see him lean over to my mother-in-law. He said, and then I hear, what? But it was too late. They were already starting the procession. And we were leaving right after the wedding.
Oh, no.
But how I officially proposed to her is because when I bought the ring, I didn't know the engagement ring and the wrap. No, and the wrap were. I thought I had to pay that whole thing off before I could get the ring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I went and I got the ring. She's like, oh, no, you can get the ring with. Oh, I was like, well, I already have enough to pay. So I went and got it. And it is the middle of a tornado.
Oh, no.
At Garfield Park in Indiana, like one of the shelters. We got out of the car real quick. I drove up on the grass and everything. And we got down inside this thing. We got back. And, so I could have died for her.
I'm not going to put this off till next week. I'm going to do it in the middle of a storm.
That's how much I love you, baby, even if it kills me, right?
Sean was just confident. He's like, all right, when are we doing this? I was like, God dang it. Give me some romance.
So let's look at some odd and maybe even shocking and unusual and delightful proposals ever documented.
Not from my place.
So here we go. Mm-hmm. Love and cinema frequently go hand in hand, but one man took it to a theatrical extreme. He made a Hollywood-style movie trailer, sound design, special effects, the whole 9 yards, and secretly booked out a theater. He brought his girlfriend in under the guise of seeing a new blockbuster. The trailer played, revealing their love story, and just as it reached its climax, the on-screen version of him walked off frame, and the real him walked into the theater with a ring.
That's so
Surreal,
cute.
cinematic, and a little unsettling if you think about watching your life unfold in a place designed for fiction. How do you rank that one on a 1 to 10?
I mean, he didn't fart, and he did actually try, so that's a 10 in my book.
That's a 10. Okay, well, let's keep it. Then there's the skydiving proposal.
Oh,
nothing says
that's
commitment
not
like
a 10.
Plummeting towards Earth.
I dropped the ring.
I have 10 more payments.
Plummeting to Earth at terminal velocity. One man proposed midair, fumbling with a ring taped to the jumpsuit.
I wasn't ready. I was drinking.
While 120-mile-per-hour winds tried to rip the words out of his mouth. His fiancée said yes, but only on the ground because she couldn't actually hear him. Honestly, I did hear your proposal because of the screaming hurricane wind death vortex may be the most honest response in proposal history. If you've ever wondered how many strangers you can involve in your life, a flash mob might be the limit. One man hired dancers, singers, actors, and even a small marching band to burst into a full musical while the couple strolled downtown. It might have been romantic. It might have been frightening. It definitely had a cult ritual energy. Nothing says marry me like 100 strangers suddenly surrounding you in coordinated choreography.
Okay, as an actor, that or like being proposed to on stage would have been like the ultimate for me. A flash mob? Heck yeah!
Some proposals were quite uncanny. A time capsule proposal, for example. Years earlier, a couple buried a small box filled with mementos. When they dug it up much later, the woman expected nostalgia. Instead, she found a note clearly written years prior. If you're reading this, I want to marry you.
Oh,
a message
no.
from the past from a version of someone who made a promise that their future self had to keep. There's something almost ghostly about that level of premeditation.
Well, I love you, but I'm not ready. So let's put this. Let's bury
I don't
this
know if I
down.
like that one.
How long is a time capsule? 30 years?
I mean,
usually?
they can be however long you want. Some time capsules, especially ones for like weddings, they bury a bottle of scotch the day of the wedding, and then the first fight they have, they're supposed to pull it up.
Well,
and have
that's
a drink.
coming out the day before.
That's just it. Like, I mean, you're supposed to. I mean, a time capsule is however long you want it to be.
Is that an Irish tradition? Because I'm pretty sure if it is, the bottle got drank before the wedding.
Oh, that would suck.
Next, we enter into escape room territory, literally. One man coordinated with an escape room company so the final puzzle would unlock a secret drawer holding a ring box. Imagine frantically solving riddles, cracking codes, and then suddenly the next clue is a lifelong commitment. If nothing else, at least you know you'll work well under pressure together.
That's sweet. And you really hope that you can solve the riddle in time.
Oh, we're sorry. You failed. Next.
I'm sorry, can we rebook this room?
That's another $47.50 per person.
Proposals also can strike when adrenaline is high. Take the roller coaster proposal. The man held up a sign reading, "Will you marry me?" right when the coaster camera snapped the photo. Later, as the couple waited to see the ride pictures, there it was. Her expression, terror. His expression, desperate hope. Romantic, sure. Hilarious, absolutely. Can you imagine seeing
That needs to go out like on the wedding invitations.
the save the date?
Yeah, that's the one.
Meanwhile, one man animated their entire relationship using Lego figures, a stop-motion saga of plastic love culminating in a plastic proposal that led to a very real one. There's something charming and slightly uncanny about seeing your life reenacted by little grinning yellow humanoids. Pets have also played a role. Picture this. A dog runs into the room with what looks like a strange object in his mouth. The girlfriend panics, thinking the dog has found something dangerous. She pries it out, only to discover a custom collar engraved with, "Will you marry me?" If you love both your partner and your dog, that's a triple win.
Who the hell named their dog "Will you marry me"? What an idiot.
But then you can take things to the more elaborate. A man staged a full treasure hunt inside his fiance's favorite bookstore. Custom bookmarks, hidden clues, secret messages between pages. The final clue brought her to the center aisle where he waited with a ring. Bookstores already felt like quiet sanctuaries, turning one into a labyrinth of love adds a haunting beauty. I don't know if I'd have patience for that.
I wouldn't, but it'd be cute for a minute.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, the fake arrest proposal.
Oh, no.
A man conspired with local police to pull over their car and pretend they found suspicious items in the trunk. She said, terrified as officers searched until they revealed a trunk full of roses in the ring. She cried. She said yes, and somewhere police department filled out the strangest paperwork they ever will write. From the skies to the sea, one couple took their love underwater. During a scuba dive, the boyfriend wrote a proposal on a waterproof slate. He even secured the ring inside a sealed underwater capsule. There's nothing quite like saying yes while surrounded by fish who look deeply unimpressed.
Could have done like one of those Shark Tanks, you know. Got your shark bike suit on, and "Will you marry?" And then a big old shark
Runs right into you.
So technology has delivered modern twists as well. One man programmed a drone to deliver a ring while they hiked along a scenic overlook. She thought
I would
it was
not
a
trust
lost
that.
government surveillance drone.
I was going to say, like, how many people would shoot that down before it got to you?
It may be the only proposal in history that began with mild panic about being spied on. Another proposal involved carving "Marry Me" inside a jack-o'-lantern so that when the candle lit it, the message glowed from within like a supernatural omen. Aww. Halloween proposals are always a little spooky, but this one felt like the great pumpkin himself was urging them towards matrimony. Fans of gaming took things even further. This sounds like something Dustin would do. A man hacked a Pokemon ROM, so the first creature she encountered was a wild Pokemon named "Will You Marry Me?" The sprite held the ring. The attack move might as well have been Engagement Beam.
So you lost me A at hack and B at Pokemon. So
Oh, I'm sorry. If it was Mario.
Mario, I could maybe, you hop up, hit the box, and a ring pops out.
And then when she denies you, it's like when you jump down the pipe. Dun, 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 dun. There's the airplane proposal where a pilot announced, "Passenger Emily in seat 14B, will you marry the man sitting next to you?"
Aww.
A proposal witnessed by an entire pressurized metal cylinder full of strangers thousands of feet above the earth.
Could
Can
you
you
imagine
imagine
if she
saying
said
no?
no? Yeah, that's
Where
going to
are
be
you
a
gonna go?
long ride.
Especially if it's like from here to Italy or something. Right.
So I thought about taking the wife and doing one of those elaborate, proposals somewhere in front of a bunch of people, and then have her say no, just to get all the sympathy from everybody there.
You just want like free dessert or something.
Come get you a free hot dog at the concession stand.
You go to the baseball game and everybody wants to buy you a drink, a beer, a hot dog.
Oh, man.
And finally, perhaps the strangest, the puzzle box proposal, a handcrafted wooden box containing hidden ciphers, sliders, riddles, and secret chambers. It took her weeks to solve it. When she finally opened the last compartment, inside sat the ring, proof that love can be patient, mysterious, and occasionally extremely nerdy.
I would just break that sucker. I was like, I ain't got the patience.
One year for Christmas, I got a gift card, but it was in one of them games that you had to...
The magnets or the balls and stuff. Yeah.
I said, just give me a hammer. I said, I ain't got time for
It
this.
ain't worth
But
it.
you can
just on the
reuse
corner.
it. No, I ain't got time. So these proposals might seem extravagant, bizarre, or outright absurd, but that's the nature of love. It makes rational beings do irrational things, weaving emotion with spectacle, commitments with chaos. Some proposals are sweet. Some are theatrical. Some are borderline terrifying. But in the end, every one of them is a moment in time when someone took a leap, sometimes literally into a future shaped of love, or by love, hope, and a bit of madness, because it's maybe the ultimate discovery that the line between romance and insanity isn't a line at all. It's a circle, a wedding ring, simple and eternal, forged from all our strangest impulses and most heartfelt desires.
Aww.
So, Jackie, why don't you go ahead and take away with part one?
All right. So, ancient origins in Lupercalia and St. Valentine's. Long before chocolate, roses, and Hallmark cards, Valentine's Day had its roots in ancient Rome, where love and fertility were celebrated in ways that would shock most modern audiences. This festival of Lupercalia, usually held on February 15th, was one such occasion. Lupercalia was a fertile festival and was anything but gentle. Woohoo. No lube. Is that what that means?
Lubricapra.
I thought it was leprosy.
Same thing. Right?
Oh,
Something's
man.
falling off.
So Roman priests known as Luperci would sacrifice goats and, in some accounts, even dogs at the Lupercal Cave, the legendary site where Romulus and Remus, Rome's founders, were said to have been nurtured by a she-wolf. After the sacrifice, priests would cut the hides into strips and run through the streets, striking women as they went. It was believed to increase fertility, ensure a safe childbirth, and promote health and prosperity. I don't know how that would promote health by striking you with,
So domestic violence is going to give you health.
Pretty
You're
much.
gonna need health after
Pretty much. Imagine being a Roman woman walking down the streets and getting whipped by goat hides in the name of love and fertility. It's terrifying, bizarre, and in its own way, a demonstration of how intertwined romance, superstition, and ritual really once were. By the 5th century, the Roman Church sought to Christianize Lupercalia and moved the celebration to February 14th, associating it with St. Valentine. But who exactly was Valentine, and why did his name become so linked with love? That's where history starts to get murky and a little bit mysterious. There were at least 3 men named Valentine that lived during the Roman Empire. It was the first priest in Rome said to have secretly performed marriages for young Christian couples at the time of Emperor Claudius II, having banned marriage for soldiers, believing single men made better fighters. I don't know if I believe that. Give the man something to fight for, I gotta say. All right, another was a bishop in the tourney who was also martyred for his faith. The third may have been entirely legendary, possibly created to provide a saintly figure for the church to associate with the increasingly popular Roman festival. Over time, these stories blended together and created a figure who symbolized both in sacrifice and romance, even though the historical facts remain unclear. What's particularly fascinating about the ambiguity of St. Valentine allowed myths and legends to flourish. Some scholars suggest the church intentionally wrapped the holiday in the imagery of love, martyrdom, and devotion to obscure the bloodier pagan roots of Lupercalia. In other words, Valentine became a symbolic bridge, a way to transform the chaos, fertility-focused festival into a moralized, romantic holiday that aligned with Christian values. Wow, how many times have we done that?
I just wish we could go back to the old days and have all these cool festivals. Versus,
You just want to whip people. I know what you want.
versus
He just wants to go to all the food fest.
You and me both, buddy.
everything started as some type of and then it's like, well, how can we make this better?
Let's whip people for fertility.
Insert Hallmark. Well, we can sell cards.
All right. Well, yet even in this sanitized form, the holiday carried with it echoes of danger, ritual, and intertwining love and risk. It's also worth noting that the earliest associations of February 14th with romantic love have been partially inspired by medieval beliefs about birds. It was thought that the February 14th was the day when the birds chose their mate, a natural metaphor for human courtmanship, and would later be memorialized in poetry and literature. Writers like Geoffrey Chaucer in the 14th century helped to popularize this idea of the day as one linked with love, pairing, and further cementing the connection between the saint's feast, seasonal rituals, and human romance. By the time Valentine's Day evolved to its recognized holiday, it was already layered in tradition. Part Christian martyrdom, part pagan fertility ritual, part folklore, and part literary embellishment. And even then, it carried an undercurrent of mystery, superstition, and the occasional hint of danger. Love was celebrated, but historically, it was never that simple. I'm going to kick it over to Miss Kiara.
So
Did you not
it's
have
amazing.
a story to share? Or are you
Not on this
saving
one,
it?
no. What are you talking about? I'm not doing that till we're a little farther down the road.
So
Yeah.
when
Well-
you're back in these days, and I'm pretty sure most people were like in arranged marriages, you still have to ask the father to marry his daughter when they're like forcing you to marry each other anyways.
Somewhat, because it came down to dowries and bounties and family ties, and
He can give us a hog and a goat,
Well,
and he's just got a chicken.
Well,
so-
not only that, but even today, like in certain countries over there in Africa and Europe, they actually make you pay the father like in gold
yes.
for their daughter.
As a matter of fact, the three pawn shop, the three gold balls that you'll see above a pawn shop sign, it represents paying for daughter's dowries.
yep.
Yeah. There's a beautiful story. It's actually about Santa Claus. So we'll have to cover that one of these days. Mm-hmm.
It just sounds like prostitution if you're just paying for it.
No, the girls wanted to get married and they had no money, so Santa paid for them.
Right.
He left them each a gold coin so that they could have a
So
dowry.
this is where the sugar daddy originated.
Santa is a sugar daddy.
No wonder
sit on
he
my
wants all
lap, baby.
Wants all my cookies.
Yes. All right, buddy, what you got?
All right, I'm going to be talking about medieval Valentine traditions, letters, obsession, and risk.
Ooh.
So, by the medieval period, Valentine's Day had begun to take a more recognizable but still complicated form. In parts of Europe, particularly England and France, single women would draw the names of men from a box, a ritualized form of pairing that sounds charming on the surface. But the stakes could be surprisingly high. Failing to be chosen could bring social shame, ridicule, or even exclusion from community events. Love, courtship, and social standing were deeply intertwined, and Valentine's Day became a day of both hope and anxiety. What might seem today like a quaint tradition was historically a matter of reputation and sometimes survival. During this period, another tradition emerged: Valentine letters. These were often anonymous messages exchanged between lovers intended to declare affection and admiration. But the letters were not always innocent expressions of love. Some were warnings, others veiled threats, and a few were tools of manipulation or blackmail. One particularly chilling case from the 18th century England, where a young woman received an anonymous Valentine from someone claiming to be a secret admirer. The letter was not a token of romance, but the first step in a dark obsession. Her life was ultimately claimed by the same man, a reminder that anonymous messages could have deadly consequences. These stories illustrate that historically Valentine's Day could be as dangerous as it was romantic, and that the line between affection and obsession has always been thin. Superstition also played a central role in medieval Valentine traditions. Broken cards, torn notes, or being left out of pairing rituals were believed to bring misfortune or heartbreak, while receiving a Valentine from a stranger could be interpreted as an omen or ill fortune. These beliefs tied the holiday to both hope and fear as participants navigated a landscape where love, risk, and destiny seemed inseparable. Folklore suggests that certain actions or signs on February 14th could predict future marriages, fertility, or even death, adding a layer of mystery and ritualized behavior to the day. So during this era, the celebration of Valentine's Day also became intertwined with poetry, music, and courtly traditions, especially among the nobility. Writers and troubadours romanticized the holiday, blending historical martyrdom, superstition, and natural phenomena, like the mating patterns of birds, to create the image of love that was aspirational yet fraught with peril. The literary flourish helped cement the association between February 14th and romantic ideals, even as life practices retained darker undertones. And then by the end of the medieval period, Valentine's Day had evolved into a complex holiday, part ritual, part superstition, part social custom, and part literary ideal. Love was celebrated, yes, but it was never without risk. The act of sending a note, drawing a name, or participating in courtly rituals carried weight. It was a day where joy and fear coexisted, and where devotion could bring either happiness or disaster. These early customs laid the groundwork for the modern holiday, and they also remind us that the history of Valentine's Day is as dark, strange, and unpredictable as it is sweet. So that ties in pretty nicely to something called a vinegar Valentine, which I actually had no idea about until just recently. And so Valentine's Day isn't necessarily only about getting love letters from, people that admire you, whether you know who it is anonymously or if it's anonymous. But a vinegar Valentine had originated in the 1840s in Victorian England as a way to send anonymous messages to people that you hate. Yeah. It was cards that would have unflattering caricatures, and
It was an anti-Valentine.
yeah, literally.
Bullying.
I thought it would be.
It's like the Victorian England way of sending glitter mail nowadays.
I thought it'd been
Glitter
like,
bombs.
We're gonna dip this letter in vinegar, and if you smell it, we don't like you.
Oh, I think that the
Check
words
a
were the
bath.
vinegar, my love. Yes.
But yeah, they'd have unflattering caricatures of the person that you were sending it to, and then a poem of disdain.
That's you.
fantastic.
Did you write
And your
one about
head's
Dustin
missing.
for tonight?
But yeah, I have a few examples here, of actual ones that were taken pictures of. And one says, here, I'll read the poem. A professional scandal monger is the title.
Oh.
Your evil tongue, malicious liar, is a public pest, a nuisance dire. To see you muzzled fast and tight would be all too joyful a sight.
It's telling you, shut your mouth.
Well, that
Yeah.
sounds like a proposal. There's some people out there, the furries and all that.
Oh,
might not find that
no.
pretty exciting being muzzled.
She must be like an old lady that gossips all the time because there's her picture.
Oh, yeah. She's a biddy. Uh-huh.
Yeah, just sits in her
That's a
chair.
Karen.
spinster.
Karen.
Yeah.
For you old people, it kind of looks like what's her name? I'm looking at her. Minnie Pearl. That's who it
That's
looks
who it
like.
looks
So
like.
it looks, Google Minnie
yeah.
Pearl, and you'll know what this lady looks like.
But not
fitting.
only did they send these cards, so they'd pay a penny to buy these cards, and then they would send them out. And back then they didn't have postage stamps, so the person that received the mail had to also pay to get it.
You can pay to get insulted.
Yeah, you're basically paying to be dissed.
I kind of love that.
Yeah.
I wish we could bring that back.
I know.
Oh, we
Well,
can.
We totally could.
Should we? Should we do Dark Discoveries vinegar?
Let's send out glitter bombs to people this year. You want to?
I'm in. Let's do it.
To the
I
people
love a
we
good
hate,
glitter
people
bomb.
that deserve a glitter bomb.
I did that to somebody one time
By
on
the
a
way,
Christmas
Kiara,
card.
what's your address?
And do it to somebody who still has carpet in their house.
Yes, yes.
That stuff never comes out.
If they have
my
wood
gosh.
floors, they're not getting it. If they got carpet, they're in.
I did send a glitter bomb out to a friend of mine in a Christmas card because they made me mad. And so I got a phone call about that like a week later, and I'd forgotten I'd done it at that point. I was like, love you, sorry.
that Abigail, she just gets into everything.
Her and her stinking crafting supplies. That was it the fine glitter? Oh, real sorry about that.
Oh, she used the whole thing?
Oh, no.
Right as that was taking off, there was a podcast I listened to that you could send stuff to his P.O. box.
Yeah.
And most of it just started to become you sent penis related stuff
Yeah.
because it's funny.
What you did. Mhm.
And somebody sent him a glitter bomb and he had no idea.
Oh, no.
And he opened it and just the look on his face when it blew up, and there's glitter all over the room. He's like, I'm never going to get this glitter out of my Blackberry Smoke t-shirt. And he's like, it's never going to come out. Just, it was amazing. I'll have to see if I can't find
Okay, what's the weirdest thing anybody's ever mailed you guys? I got a coconut one time from my parents when they were in Hawaii.
You got the lovely set
I
of
did, and it
coconuts.
was really funny because it was written on it and everything, and then like it had a clear package that it was in, but they sent me a coconut. I thought that was cool.
I don't think I've ever really gotten anything.
Oh,
like
okay.
That,
No,
You can
I don't
send
think so.
potatoes from Idaho, which I think is hilarious. Like there's a company that will send you a person a potato, and you can have a message put on it.
Well, I did get my son one year did send off for something, and I got it, and I am actually a lord over there in Scotland or something.
Oh,
I got a piece of
nice.
land.
Yeah.
It's like the size of my pinky toe, but I'm a landowner.
You're
Call
like
me
a
Sir,
duke. Yeah.
Sir Jimbo, Lord Jimbo, or King James, whatever you want. It's
So they're in Michigan. There is a real town called Hell,
Yes.
Michigan. And we went through there one time and we got postcards and they like burned the edges of the postcard for us while we were standing there. And then they will mail it from Hell and everything. So I've got a postcard in my living room from Hell, which is pretty
It's
fun.
on my long list of places to go.
It's very tiny. I mean, you blink and you miss it, but it's fun. So,
so we can go from there to Uranus Fudge Factory.
yes. Yes. Okay. Hey, Dustin, you want to lead us in?
All right.
What you got,
so,
buddy? Okay.
By the 19th century, Valentine's Day had yet transformed again, this time into a commercial holiday. This is what I like to call a Hallmark holiday because almost every holiday we celebrate is a Hallmark holiday. Why? Because it's so far away from what it used to stand for and just a way to sell cards and candy and all that crap you don't need. Greeting cards flooded the markets in England and the U.S., and chocolate manufacturers, florists, gift makers seized the opportunity to capitalize on a growing cultural obsession with romance. What began as a ritual of love and superstition gradually became an exercise in consumerism. The commercialization of Valentine's Day created a curious phenomenon. We like that word on this podcast, don't we? Phenomenon. It's not an episode if it doesn't have it.
Okay.
Love was no longer just expressed through gestures of poetry, but increasingly through purchased goods. Scholars suggest that the shift was not entirely innocent. By tying affections to gifts, cards, and chocolates, merchants and doesn't make any sense. Merchants and by extension, society created a subtle system. Are you? The microphone's picking up everything you're doing.
I was sending my vinegar, Graham.
Making an airplane vinegar Valentine.
I'm going to make you actually edit this episode and edit the noise out.
That's what you think.
That's going to happen. If you failed to participate, to buy, or to reciprocate, you risked social embarrassment, shame of the perception of being uninvolved. Some historians and conspiracy theorists even argue that Valentine's Day was deliberately romanticized to exploit human desire for connection, loneliness, and social validation. Everybody just wants to be loved.
Yeah.
They think it's funny to have a laser pointer somewhere. I work with a bunch of children here, so you know.
We're professionals.
Just know that I'm the glue that holds this shit show together. While commercialization dominated in Europe and America, other parts of the world developed a unique, sometimes strange Valentine's Day tradition. In Japan, for instance, women traditionally gave chocolates to men on February
men?
14th. That's what I like. Let the woman be like, hey, I like this guy. Let me put the effort in, because chances are if you're a guy, you got a pair of boobs and a butt and a pretty smile, and you just bat them big old eyes at them, they're in love. It doesn't matter. We're not hard to figure out. So if a woman comes and they're like, I kind of like this. Let me just say, though, every time a woman's came after me, it's never ended good. Never. And I've been married for 12 or 13 years. It was a long engagement, so I don't know.
We need to have your wife on this.
We've been
podcast.
together
Yeah, we
20
do.
years. She won't say a word. She'll sit there and just be quiet and just laugh and turn red.
We'll just have you we'll have you go to the other room and we'll interview her.
Yeah, we got this.
So the women would give chocolate to men only to receive a return gift a month later on White Day. Not all chocolates are romantic, though. Gary Coco, obligation chocolates are given purely out of social pressure, highlighting the tension between the expectation and genuine affection. In South Korea, nearly every 14th of the month is dedicated to love-related celebrations, ensuring that romance is always on the calendar and subtly reinforce the societal norms and courtships with the relationships.
I kind of like that. It's almost like a mandatory date once a month.
Like you gotta like,
put the effort
find
in.
something. Exactly. It can be something small, but that's what we try to do.
Yeah.
Take her home White Castles every month or something.
She doesn't like White
That is
Castle.
not going to work in my house.
I knew I married the right person because we were on vacation. I was like, man, you know what sounds good? She's like, I'll let you have Waffle House one time on this trip. And I'm like,
I do love a good Waffle House.
yes.
What's even better is when Jackie's husband DoorDashes food. And she
You
sits there
didn't see this. Oh my God. So last night I had my shake because I didn't feel like eating dinner, and I told Sean to make dinner for the girls. And he decided instead he was going to DoorDash. And for those of you that don't know, it's currently December while we're recording this, and we've had a lot of snow.
It's like 23 degrees and
7
inches of snow
yeah.
here.
I've got like 12 stairs up to my front door. And this poor DoorDasher guy got all the way up the stairs, and then he takes one step off and he flails and his phone goes flying. He doesn't fall, but he like flew down the stairs and catches his balance.
It kind of stopped. I wanted to see the keep going.
I know. I was so mad my camera didn't pick up more. But like we were like, "Are you okay, man?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." Just threw my phone. And he does. He chucks his phone across the it is hilarious. Yeah. So I may have blew it up and sent it over to Jimbo last night. I was like, "This is what happens in a snowstorm."
I'll never have nothing crazy happen at my house.
Oh man. Have a lot of stairs. It tends to really make people mad. It's hilarious, the videos we get.
I have to go up 3 steps to get in the house, and I used to live on the 3rd floor of an apartment for like 13, 14 years,
Yeah.
so I refuse to go on stairs.
I've got like 12 steps up to my front porch, and it's a lot.
Screw that.
Yeah.
So in Estonia, kissing days encourage public displays of affection, and those who do not participate may face teasing or mild social ostracism. Across cultures, these traditions reflect the way societies ritualize love, often mixing joy with subtle pressure, superstitions, and obligations.
You can laugh.
Like, I can't interrupt.
I try to be professional when these people are reading.
The video is
Look
good.
at it. No respect. No respect.
Man,
Oh man,
just wait.
I love it. I
The
love
modern holiday also carries a lingering connection to superstitions and symbolic power. From the earliest, what's that, Lupercalia?
Lubricantia.
Rites to medieval omens, Valentine's Day has long been associated with luck, fate, and even misfortune. Some conspiracy theories suggest that this was never entirely accidental. By tying love to specific days, rituals, and consumer behaviors, Valentine's Day could manipulate emotions at a social level, reinforcing expectations, dictating behavior, and in some other interpretations, monetizing human desire. Even the first printed Valentine's card sent in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, while in prison carries a dark undertone, love expressed under duress, bound by circumstances and immortalized through text. This idea that love can be a mix of devotion, pressure, and even suffering. Yeah, that's kind of sometimes how marriage is. Remains at the heart of Valentine's Day, even in its contemporary pink and red incarnations. I think it's just carnations, ain't it?
Yeah, just carnations.
Why do you put in front of it then if it's going to
I
be
have
just
no idea.
carnations?
Pink and red incarnations.
I know.
Because that's what happens to a carnation. They get reincarnationed.
Oh.
I thought carnation was like that milk stuff, powder milk,
No, they're the
instant
god awful
good stuff.
flowers that have like, little points to them. Yeah. They smell funny. I just don't like carnations. It's my flower for January, and I'm like, screw that. It's an ugly flower.
I thought a carnation was a fake flower. I'm totally confused.
No, it's a real one.
It's a real one, Dustin.
I'm like, well, why don't they just call them silk flowers then? If it's going to be just
That's a
fake.
That's a fake flower. Yeah.
Hey, they never die because I'm not a fan of flowers. Like I bought my wife flowers, I think one time in 20
They last
years.
like
Your
2
wife
days.
flowers. She loves them.
Do you know why I don't like to buy flowers? You
They
can
die.
eat chocolate and enjoy it. Why am I going to give you something to profess my love that's
because
just going to
it's
die?
symbolic and it smells good and it makes the girl feel girly.
But it's going to die.
Do it.
Or I can
Buy her
just-
the
Do you
flowers.
like getting flowers?
I love getting flowers. I have to
carnations?
beg for flowers.
Even carnations?
No, because he doesn't buy me. I have to buy them myself. The only time I get flowers is when I do a show, and it is another sore subject in my house.
And
Well, Kiara, do you like getting flowers too?
Yeah.
Yeah, girls love
do.
flowers. They smell good. They make you feel girly. You just get to enjoy them. They're beautiful.
There's them people out there that think, oh, guys like to get flowers too. And I'm like,
I've bought guy friends flowers before for shows.
yeah, I'm not a flower person. It's a waste of money in my opinion.
But you know what?
so are cards.
Anytime I've ever brought my guy friends flowers for shows, they're always like, I've never gotten flowers. They're really nice. And I'm like, you're welcome. Yeah.
And every straight guy that you gave them to was like, I am going.
They are straight.
I'm just, it's just
Now, granted, I do have a lot of gay besties in those
I'm
shows too. I love you guys.
I'm not judging, but all the straight guys are like, I ain't got to buy flowers.
I was gonna say I bought them for Malcolm. I've bought them for
I'm
Ryan. I
taking
was like,
these
yeah.
to my girlfriend or this girl that I like to make myself look good. They're going to repurpose them, so good for them. But I don't think they probably put them.
Dustin.
I don't think
I
they
will
put them
shove
in.
those flowers so far up.
Wow.
Do you think they made it to a vase in their living room, or do you think they gave
Yeah,
it to a
because I
girl?
brought it with a vase.
You just did the work for him. He's giving it to a chick.
No, actually, they were living at the theater they were at, so I got a picture of them set in front of their dorm. I was like, "Aw, that's good." So yeah, brightened up their dorm. Thanks so much.
I just wish, that somebody
He's just mad because nobody's bought him flowers. Somebody needs to buy that boy some flowers.
No.
Better
And
yet,
sea
send
monkeys.
send him your vinegar.
Oh,
And
We'll read
what's our
them on air.
podcast email?
we will read those on air. So send those over to Dark Discoveries Podcast at Gmail or pod.
Yes.
At gmail.com.
That's good.
So I like to give candles because I can control
Okay, now
the
I'll
scent.
re-gift a candle.
Oh, I got some really good candles. Like I got to hook up on
I'm
candles.
just messing with you. I do love a good candle.
They don't, and I buy them from a certain place because the lady that designed them, shout out Scent Library in Laurel, Mississippi. If you ever watch the show Hometown, it's one of their companies. She has allergies too, so they don't aggravate your allergies. When you go to like Bath and Body Works and you get those pungent candles and perfumes.
Do they have like special names and stuff?
Yeah, they all got names.
Monkey farts.
Do they
or-
have one that is called
I'd buy that one.
My Last
Grass.
Nerve?
No.
My Last Nerve. She needs to name one My
Flying.
Last Nerve so I can get it for my wife. I got you something. I'm on your last nerve.
The funniest one I've ever seen was "Light Me When You Wanna," and when you took the lid off, there was no wick in it. I was like, all right, that's funny. So, yeah. I was like, that's hilarious. I would buy that for Valentine's Day and gift it. I loved it.
And then the candle women are smart because like, haha, I have a lamp that will heat that up, and I don't need a wick. Little lamp that.
Okay, I
heats them
think
up.
that, guys,
Heater?
I think
The
that
lamp
the
heater?
joke went completely
I
over
know.
Dustin's
I get
head.
it, but-
Oh, yeah, now you don't.
But the smart people will be like,
You
haha,
can still use it.
joke's on you because I can heat it up and it will burn longer if you warm it versus burning it through a wick. So joke's
true.
on you.
Yeah, but you still can't light it. That's the whole point.
No, but you put it underneath the lamp and it does it for you. It just melts it.
I'm not buying him a candle.
Good because I'm
I'll
picky.
get you some flowers.
Good because I'm picky and I'll give them to my wife and I'll get lucky. She'll be like, ooh.
You are so welcome. Look at
What
that.
got
Everyone
into
is happy.
you?
Girl gets flowers. Yes. Dustin gets laid, maybe a little nicer. Woohoo.
I'm always nice.
I love it.
I'm always nice. Ultimately, Valentine's Day is a layered celebration blending ancient rituals, literary romance, superstitions, social expectations, and commercial interests. Chocolates, cards, and flowers may seem harmless, but beneath the surface, well, they may seem harmless, but if you give Jackie chocolate with some nuts in it,
Yeah, that won't end well.
it's gonna end up with an EpiPen.
Yeah, that's in pretty quick. I can't do the mixed assortment, so I'm just like, just milk chocolate or dark chocolate, please.
I wanted to get a donut from Titus down the road, get me a maple bacon donut, and share it with everybody, but I'm just afraid it would come in contact with.
You have to tell them, don't they have it separate?
Yeah, they've got them separated.
Yeah,
You can tell them no
You
nuts.
got to
The
keep them
mystery chocolate
separated.
I was afraid just even breathing in some residue of a nut.
No, I'm
may
okay.
kill you.
As long as I don't ingest it, I'm fine.
Okay.
So we're good.
Maybe next. Well, we won't have a next week here for.
Sorry.
A few weeks.
I'm going to be out for the holidays.
So beneath the surface lies centuries-old traditions, love, obsession, social pressure, and even manipulation all coexist. Understanding these origins gives the holiday a darker, more mysterious edge, reminding us that what appears sweet and innocent today was built on a foundation far more complex, something sometimes unsettling, and maybe a little bit more than we tend to realize. So just know what you're doing when you buy that box of candy and you give Hallmark your money. Because the only time you buy Hallmark stuff is the Christmas ornaments after Christmas, where you pay like $1.50 for them, not $15. We're going to make them lose money. We're not going to give them money.
They're still making money if they're selling them.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I know. Even at $1, they're making
Right.
I mean,
90
those
cents
movies, they're
profit.
turning out for, pennies. So,
Insert
amazing.
small town lawyer, small town
working
like
at a Christmas farm
Small
with her
town
uncle.
business that's
Anything.
going under.
anything. Girl goes back home, falls in love with boyfriend.
At the Christmas Harvest Festival.
Change the holiday, change the town. It's all the
She's
same
got a big
storyline.
wig boyfriend that doesn't treat her right, but she thinks she's going to be in love with this guy that she used to know.
I like the Hallmark movies where they try to kill them, and then it's always the same thing over and over. They just change the setting, but like the story's the same.
I don't know that one, but I'm interested. I
Some
would
of the
watch it.
mystery ones.
Yeah. They're all the same, and like people like. I guess it's a Lifetime, not a Hallmark. Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think
Same
Doesn't
thing.
count.
murders
Hallmark
anyone.
does
Same thing.
have those though. My mom, she loves Hallmark, and she tries to convince me that Hallmark movies are good, so she'll force me to watch them with her, and it's never.
And you
good.
watch them, don't you?
Yeah,
And you enjoy them, don't you?
No.
Yes. Do you see the eye roll? No. Yes.
Maybe a little.
I really do.
Hey, I really got into the one last year with like the snowman turning into the hot app guy. I was like, "Where's his shirt?"
what?
Yeah, I know. I was just like,
Do you
"What
want to
is
build a
this?"
snowman?
Yes, I do. Excuse me, does that snowman have a brother? I was like, yes.
Yes,
I
Jack
was all
Frost.
about it.
Never heard about that one.
I was like, ooh,
I'm glad you interjected because I was going to go a totally different way with it.
that's awesome. Yes. I think it's you,
I think
buddy.
it's Jim.
Well, I'm waiting for
turn.
Dustin to kick it over. 'cause-
Oh, okay. Hey,
Hey,
I'll
you know
kick
what?
it over for you.
Let me set the visual for everybody before I dive in. If you can see Jackie over here, she got a nice black sweatshirt on, green hat. You got Kiara over there like she just stepped out of a fashion model with a checker code.
It is like 20 degrees outside.
And you got Dustin dressed up like Cupid over here.
I'm sorry, nothing will beat Luke this summer at the Red Barn, dressed as Cupid. He was the best Cupid ever, and it had a little shoulder sash with one nipple, and he was just randomly like moving the fabric over his nipple back and forth. Oh God, I love Luke. He's so fantastic.
But does anybody know where Cupid came from? Anybody? Is it anybody's notes?
Oh.
Does
I
it?
don't, but when you say it, I'll remember it. It's been a long
That's
time.
when we need to
Okay.
call Luke and be like, "Excuse us, tell us."
So we're going to
Luke."
talk a little bit about the St. Valentine legends, martyrdom, and mystery. So
Yes.
no discussion on Valentine's Day would be complete without examining the figure at its heart, St. Valentine. Yet, even here, the story is shrouded in mystery. Historians cannot agree on which Valentine the holiday actually commemorates. There were at least 3 known martyrs named Valentine in the Roman era, and their stories often overlapped or contradict one another. One was a priest in Rome, executed for secretly marrying Christian couples in defiance of Emperor Claudius II, who had outlawed marriage for young men to make better soldiers. Another was a bishop and attorney, also executed for the Christian faith. A third may have been entirely legendary, created later by storytellers or church authorities to provide a symbolic figure for the day. This ambiguity allowed myths, legends, and even conspiracies to flourish, blending historical fact with romanticized fiction. The story of Valentine's martyrdom is itself compelling and unsettling. Legend says that while in prison, the priest or bishop performed secret acts of kindness and devotion, including the sending of letters to loved ones. Some tales claim that one Valentine wrote the first Valentine's card, a message of love signed simply, "From your Valentine," to the daughter of his jailer. Whether true or fabricated, these stories cemented the ideal of Valentine as a romantic martyr, intertwining love and sacrifice in a way that would shape centuries and cultural imagination. But even in these tales, the undertones are dark. Imprisonment, execution, and the risk of death for love remind us that Valentine's Day was never just about flowers and chocolates. It emerged from a world where devotion could be dangerous and love could be fatal. The church's role in shaping Valentine's Day cannot be understated. By elevating a saint associated with secret marriages, devotion, and martyrdom, the church could redirect popular celebrations away from the chaotic fertility-based pagan rituals of Lupercalia and towards a moral acceptable observance. Yet the shadow of Lupercalia and the older fertility festivals never entirely disappeared. The holiday remained tied to ideals of fate, ritual, and human desire, blending sacred and secular devotion and superstition. Valentine became a symbolic bridge linking ancient rites, Christian morality, and cultural notions of romantic love. Over the centuries, the mysteries surrounding St. Valentine allowed legends to multiply. Poets, scholars, and storytellers added details, sometimes whimsical, sometimes ominous. In medieval England, Valentine's Day was associated with birds choosing mates, and humans' courtship was imagined as mirroring nature. In Renaissance Europe, Valentine's Day inspired poems, songs, and elaborate rituals, further entrenching the holiday in cultural consciousness. And yet, behind these charming customs lurked the echoes of imprisonment, secret ceremonies, and the ultimate price paid by those who dared to defy authorities in the name of love. In the name of love. By exploring St. Valentine's story, we begin to see that Valentine's Day has always been a blend of fact and myth, devotion and danger, love and death. The figure of Valentine, whether real or symbolic or somewhere in between.
In the name of love.
That's what I was thinking.
Before you break my heart.
Okay. Embodies the paradox of the heart for the holiday. That love. What is love? Baby, don't.
That wasn't the one I was thinking of.
Today with candy. Well, it's historically entwined with risk, secrecy, and sacrifice.
You don't like it now, do you?
Well, I don't care, because now we are going to jump into some things that I found for the most bizarre things that have happened on Valentine's Day. Are you ready?
I am always ready. I love these so much.
We are going to play Do Not Laugh. Let's see who
Dang
loses
it.
first.
I've already lost. All right.
She's going to be up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
the
gonna be
last
first
time
out.
he did this, I was wheezing. It was so good.
So here we go.
Okay.
Number one. The Valentine's Day Murder Pact of 1945. A couple in Britain made a bizarre double suicide pact for Valentine's Day. The man survived, the woman didn't. He later claimed the spirit of love made them do it. It became one of the most sensationalized UK cases of the 1940s. So if
Made it through that one. Okay.
It was a suicide pact, but hey, go ahead. I'll do it right after you.
It's kind of like, you get that Kool-Aid and everybody else drinks it and starts hitting the ground and you're like,
it was Powerade.
it
wasn't Powerade. It was
Flavor Aid.
Flavor Aid. Yeah.
Great Flavor Aid.
Number two, which Dustin
I'm
is
not
going
really-
to cover in a future episode, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre of 1929. Probably the most infamous event ever to occur on February 14th, Dustin. 7 men associated with Chicago's North Side Gang were lined up against a garage wall
Don't
and
give it all
executed by
away.
men posing as police officers. It remains one of the most brutal organized crime murders in American history, which Dustin is going to
technically-
go down the long rabbit trail with this.
Technically, it's still unsolved.
Pretty sure they know who did it.
Well,
though, right?
they think they do, but it's not been solved.
All right, Jackie, this one's going to get you. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm going to put my water down.
You and Kiara take a big drink of water. Here we go.
Are you sure about that? Okay,
Are
hang
you
on.
sure?
I'm going to do it.
Don't spit on this thing over here.
Okay.
Okay. In 2017, a man hid an engagement ring inside a burrito at Chipotle. She bit into it.
And
She
broke a
almost
tooth.
swallowed it, but yet she said yes. Eventually. The Valentine's Day meteor explosion of 2013. A massive meteor exploded over Russia on February 15th, local time, but Valentine's Day in many time zones. injuring more than 1,000 people with shattered glass and a shockwave. Felt like the universe rejecting someone's last-minute gift.
So did he put it like in a Taco Bell burrito or like
It's a
frozen
Chipotle burrito.
Okay.
Have you seen where like the woman actually swallowed it and they have the X-rays of it like in her stomach?
Well,
I
you
was
should
like,
be surprised about some stuff they find in X-ray.
Oh, I
Imagine,
can imagine.
Imagine if you put it like in a microwavable burrito, like it just
no.
the metal inside.
Be like molten.
Well, I don't know if it would really
the
do
microwave
anything.
would catch fire. Yeah.
Would it do it inside? Because I know as long as it don't touch, but
I'm sure at some point it wouldn't be good. Mhm.
In Belgium,
bad.
a thief hijacked a truck filled with Valentine's Day chocolate hearts, 200,000 chocolate hearts to be exact, worth over $18,000. Authorities described it as a crime of passion for confection. Valentine's Day is the single busiest day for Vegas chapels. In 2022, more than 2,000 couples got married in one day, overwhelming chapels so badly that some ran out of printed marriage certificates.
Do you take?
Do you take? Yeah, I do, baby.
You take this hunka burning fire.
In the late 90s, a woman in Louisiana mailed a cursed Valentine's card to her ex. The card reportedly contained graveyard dirt, red candles, and a love spell meant to bind him forever. He called the police. Charges included threatening use of supernatural harm.
I was going to say, can they do that for? I mean, like maybe it's stalking. But
On Valentine's Day in 2019, satellites captured a perfectly heart-shaped iceberg drifting off the coast of Antarctica. Mother Nature got romantic for a hot minute. A man in Turkey pretended to fall off a cliff during a Valentine's Day picnic. His girlfriend panicked until he reappeared holding a ring. She said yes, but stated she never fully forgave him. Several states in the U.S. have spiked in February 14 UFO reports. One notable year, 2017, when dozens of people in Wisconsin reported a giant triangular craft hovering above Lake Michigan. A German couple tried to spice up their Valentine's Day with handcuffs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say sauerkraut. I was going to say that's not going to end well.
Then they lost the key.
So, fun fact.
Firefighters had to rescue them. The incident reportedly literally said Valentine's Day activities escalated unexpectedly.
I always keep a
That's
handcuff
so
key.
much better than
You always have
sauerkraut.
one of
So
those.
every handcuff uses the same key. I always have a handcuff key on my keys.
I'm sure your
Always.
wife is really glad that you just disclosed that information.
No. I had a buddy that my buddy.
Oh, yeah. It was your buddy.
He was a cop, and he's one of the guys. And if you ever listen, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
He carries a 45 on his hip. He's got a 380 in his back pocket,
And your wife's handcuff key on his ring.
he's got a 22 on his ankle, and he's always got like handcuff keys there. He's like, just in case you ever get arrested and it's not legit, you always got a key you can get yourself out.
I have a bracelet. It's not intended for if you get arrested, but
Sure.
I have a bracelet. Well, it's kind of like a hair tie that has.
Is it a bracelet or a hair tie? Now you're going all over the
Both,
world.
both.
It's multi-purpose.
Hey, hair ties are bracelets.
Yes.
Bracelets are hair ties.
But it's got a
Not all of
window
them.
breaker on it, and then a key so you can get yourself out of handcuffs if you ever get like kidnapped or something.
You remember those bendy things, that the rubber band things that they pop
That were
off?
like shaped like animals?
Yeah, and stuff like that. Well,
Yeah.
that was a fad.
That
real
was a
quick,
big
wasn't it?
fad for a
Silly
minute.
bands.
Yeah.
Slap
Yeah,
bracelets?
that was when I was
Oh,
in
those were the
elementary
best.
school.
Oh no,
I had a full like wrist to elbow full of silly
no,
bands.
not lying. My son took some. He bought some at school, or bought some with his allowance, and took them to school. And he sold one for $15 to this kid.
I believe
I
it.
made him-
They were like
I-
bartering.
I
We would
made
take
him
them,
take
we would
that
sell
money
them,
back.
But we'd
Yeah.
trade. Yeah, it was a big deal.
Hey, Pogs were mine, so you were doing
wow,
better.
Pogs.
Yeah, Pogs. Whew, they got banned at my school. I was like, yeah.
Pretty quick.
So
Yeah.
a UK man made headlines after he was caught placing a Valentine's Day card and a bouquet on his beloved car, a bright red Mazda MX-5. He said he felt more emotionally connected to the vehicle than to humans. All right, here you go, Jackie.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
The soft touch of a woman or the hot touch of a tailpipe? I'm gonna take the touch of a
Either
woman.
way, you don't want to put your foot in there.
I'm gonna take the warm touch of a woman every single time.
Multiple zoos now run Valentine's promotions, allowing you to name a cockroach after an
And
ex.
send it to your ex.
Or in
Yes.
some cases, a rat, which is then fed to a reptile.
It's hilarious.
That trend went viral around 2020 and resurfaces every year.
I love that. I love that so much.
Japan once created a 1,000-pound chocolate heart sculpture so large that it required a forklift to move it. It melted partially under the studio lights before unveiling. That's how Willy Wonka got his chocolate river. In 2012, a couple's wedding at a New York restaurant turned chaotic when the ceiling collapsed mid-ceremony. No serious injuries, just one big story to tell. This is about the bride who married her dog. Sort of.
Oh, no.
A woman in the UK held a symbolic Valentine's Day ceremony marrying her dog, part of a TV show about people finding companionship in pets.
What is
the
wrong
dog
with people?
was reportedly
That's
a
gross.
very good boy. And
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Where did this happen at?
UK.
Seems like something happened in Alabama or
Yeah.
something.
Right.
See, we don't have all the crazies here in America.
Oh, no, we do.
We got most.
we got a lot of them.
In several small towns, the mysterious knitters decorated public spaces with handmade yarn hearts overnight. No one catches them. No one knows who they are. Residents call them the yarn cupid.
That's cute. I like that one.
It beats like your mom going around putting chicken balls.
Chicken balls.
A California postal worker stole over 100 Valentine's cards filled with cash and gift cards, all addressed to him for a scam he'd set up. He was caught because he bragged about it on Facebook.
Oh, no.
Hey, look what I got. In 2017, two teens hid inside a shopping mall after closing on Valentine's Day for privacy. Security found them eating candy and watching Netflix in a storage. Honestly,
Netflix
and
a bad thing, right? And Dustin, you'll appreciate this one. A farmer found a perfectly heart-shaped potato and listed it online as a Valentine's gift. A collector bought it for $20,000.
We're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
A potato for $20,000.
I'm still looking for that, Michael Jordan.
Love has no price, but
Potato
apparently
chip,
potatoes do.
Potatoes.
All right, Jackie, let's kick it over to you.
All right, so we got tragedy, obsession, and misfortune, which is actually my improv character's name, Misfortune. All right. Even as Valentine's Day became more widely celebrated, it continued to carry a shadow side, a history of tragedy, obsession, and misfortune that lingers beneath the surface of its cheerful symbolism. Across the centuries, anonymous Valentine's Day letters were once innocent or poetic, sometimes turned deadly. There are accounts of young women in medieval and early modern Europe that received secret messages from suitors or unknown admirers, only to find themselves stalked or threatened. One chilling example comes from the 18th century England, where a woman's mysterious Valentine's Day letter was marked the beginning of a dangerous obsession that nearly ended, or that did enter her life. Excuse me, I just burped. All right. These stories reveal the tradition of anonymous notes intended to express love that could just as easily invite fear or violence. The theme of obsession and danger continues throughout history. Soldiers during World War I and World War II often wrote letters to loved ones on February 14th, some of which were never delivered. Families waited anxiously for correspondence, hoping for news from the front, while others were haunted by silence. In this context, Valentine's Day became a day of heightened emotional stakes, a day of longing, hope, and sometimes heartbreak. Even in ordinary lives, the holiday has waves of amplifying human desire, expectation, and sometimes disappointment, making it a fertile ground for both joy and sorrow. There's also disturbing historical intersections between Valentine's Day and criminal or obsessive behavior. Over the centuries, some individuals have used the symbolic power of February the 14th to mark crimes or acts of vengeance, taking advantage of the day's focus of love and to add psychological weight to their actions. While not common, these cases underscore a pattern. Valentine's Day, a day where human emotion, especially love and obsession, are intensified, sometimes tripping into dangerous territory. Superstitions and folklore have long reinforced this connection between Valentine's Day and risk. Broken cards, unrequited love, failure to receive a Valentine were sometimes believed to bring misfortune, sickness, or even early death. Medieval manuals advised young women on how to predict the identity of their future husband through dreams or omens on Valentine's Eve. Such practices were a persistent theme. Valentine's Day has never been a casual celebration of affection. Historically,
It was a day laden with symbolic weight, expectation, and uncertainty. Even today, those echoes remain. While we may now focus on chocolate flowers or romantic dinners, Valentine's Day continues to stir strong feelings of hope, fear, and pressure. Its history reminds us that the holiday's sweetness is layered atop centuries of obsession, social expectation, superstition, and sometimes tragedy. Love historically has never been simple, and for Valentine's Day, it came with real danger, whether anonymous messages, social pressures, or human obsessions. Which, speaking of human obsessions, I have my slight bit of fun Valentine's Day stuff. So I'm not a huge Valentine's Day person, but I am a huge Frankenstein lover. And so I have a little bit of heart. Okay. So one of my all-time favorite things to do is to dive in and find really weird stories. Sometimes I find stories that are sweet. Sometimes I find stories that are weird. Sometimes I just find the downright bizarre. From Lady Coraline Lamb, from, she's, I don't even want to say what she sent her lover for Valentine's, but I'm going to say it. It was bloody pubes. All right, she's not right. She sent them to Lord Byron in one of the most baffling questions.
And
why?
Jackie's mic's getting cut.
So, Mary Shelley, if that name is familiar, she's the famous creator of Frankenstein. She kept her husband's heart in her desk. So how did this said heart end up in her desk? Well, it started with her romance. Mary Shelley met her husband, Percy Shelley, March 1814. Despite Percy having a wife, Mary fell in love with the very handsome poet. Only a few months later, the two eloped in July and quickly conceived a child. They then found themselves in financial ruin. Despite these dire straits, Mary Shelley would go on to write Frankenstein in 1816, and Percy continued to receive acclaim for poets such as Ode to the West Wind and Helios. Percy's estranged wife died December 1816, having found pregnant and drowned in the Serpentine River in London Hyde Park. Mary and Percy were married an astounding 3 weeks
Was she
after the
murdered?
drowning.
Sounds like it.
It kind of sounds like it, but yeah, it was only 3 weeks later they were married.
Did they use her body for Bride of Frankenstein?
Wouldn't that be something, right? So, unfortunately, their wedded bliss only lasted 6 years before Percy died. Percy Shelley drowned, ironically, on a return voyage to England. His body washed ashore on the coast of Italy and was eventually returned to the family and friends. Mary Shelley was beyond heartbroken for the loss, but she did get to keep one odd memento. Percy's body had been cremated. Mary and many of Percy's friends attended the cremation and watched as the body turned to ash, which is a very strange custom, not really allowed in this day and age, but it was very common at this time. All present were surprised that his heart remained oddly preserved. Percy's friend, Captain Edward John Trowley, snatched the heart from the fire. Fighting ensued as to who could keep the heart, which at this point was blackened and covered by ash. This fighting then ushered something similar to a game of hot potato, but rather the potato was the heart. And instead, everyone was trying to get rid of the potato. They were bickering over who got to keep the hot heart. Okay. So Colonel Trowley forfeited the heart to another poet, Leigh Hunt. However, Mary asserted her rightful claim over the heart. After all, she was the one who had captured Percy's heart in life, so why not keep it in death? Hunt refused to hand over the charred heart to a distraught Mary, but after some coercion from Lord Byron, who got pubes, he gave it to her. After a rousing game of hot potato, Mary returned home from the cremation and funeral. She supposedly wrapped the silk heart and kept it in her writing desk, which was once again discovered after her death. Could you imagine her kids cleaning out the desk and being like, "What's this?
Come on, take another piece of my heart there, baby."
Was it in a heart-shaped box?
Oh, that was my next joke. Come on.
Yes. So, there is a rather interesting thing. So, after Percy Shelley's death in 1822, Mary Shelley moved back to England with her son, Percy, Florence and continued writing to support them. She worked to preserve Percy's literary legacy and managed a legal battle with his father over financial support and works. She died February 1st of 1851 at the age of 53 from what was believed to be a brain tumor. She's now celebrated as one of the most major figures in British literature and a pioneer for science fiction. So she was only 18 when she started writing Frankenstein, and it was published when she was 20, which is actually something pretty amazing. And then I actually do have the information on, they believed that the heart was calcified, which is why it did not actually burn. And it was most likely caused by a past tuberculosis infection. Mary kept the heart in her writing desk, but it was wrapped in one of the pages of his final poems, Adonis, which is pretty romantic in a weird way. I'm sorry, I love it. Like, that's some gothic stuff that
I
I'd
wonder
be
if it
into.
smelled.
I mean, you got to think it was calcified and it was pretty much like smoked. So I'm sure it was okay.
I'm guessing it's preserved, I guess, to a point.
Where is it now? The heart was eventually buried with her son that had passed away in the family vault in 1889. So all of the family has reconnected. So yeah, just a little something strange and different for Valentine's Day. Some people like to give boxes of candy in heart-shaped boxes. Some people like to write them in poems, and
Some people
stick
like
them in
real
their
hearts.
Yes.
Mary Shelley, Queen of Hearts.
Yes. So yeah, that's a little Mary Shelley horror beauty for me. That's good. Happy Valentine's Day, weirdos. Yeah. I don't know who has next. Okay.
I thought I had.
Look at her. She's got her finger up in the air. It's her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let somebody else read my part. I don't care.
All right. All right. So I'm going to be talking about modern Valentine's Day trivia, commercialization, and global peculiarities. So by the 20th and 21st centuries, Valentine's Day had fully transformed into a commercialized holiday celebrated around the world in ways both charming and bizarre. In the United States alone, Americans exchange over 145 million Valentine's cards annually, and roughly 36 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolate are sold each year. Whoa, that's a lot.
How much money do they make just for one day?
Well, they don't shop just
It's
one
got to
day.
be. It's got to be enough to cover for their whole year of production for Valentine's for next year.
Yeah, and you just buy. The secret is you buy it the day after for
save it for next
75% off. Just pick something that's not going to get canceled throughout the year, like Paw Patrol or something, and you're good. Because that did get canceled back during COVID.
Flowers, jewelry, and elaborate gifts dominate the landscape, creating a system where affection is measured in consumer goods. What began as rituals of love, devotion, and superstition has become a carefully curated performance where participation is socially expected and non-compliance can feel like personal failure. Some critics and conspiracy theorists argue that Valentine's Day was deliberately romanticized to exploit human desire for validation and connection, effectively turning love into a marketable commodity.
The American way.
Yeah. Around the world, Valentine's Day has inspired unique and sometimes unsettling customs. In Japan, women traditionally give chocolates to men, and the social ritual is taken seriously. So there's another one of men getting chocolates. A month later, on White Day, men are expected to return the gesture.
Typical Dustin fashion. I've already covered this.
Yes, you did.
I was going to say, this sounds familiar.
Yeah,
It's like-
I was going to say, I think we talked about
I
this.
think you put part 3 on part whatever part is.
Another case of
I
men
had
getting
it, and I went to
chocolates.
reorganize things, and I thought I cut that out. Obviously, I didn't.
No wonder it felt familiar. It's like, well, there's
like
that
I-
again.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I
That's
think,
okay.
I don't think I covered the how much stuff. So like I think I didn't cut the whole paragraph and move it. I just moved some of it. So
Well, I think we should probably start wrapping this up, Dustin. So, do you got anything special you want to say in your section?
Not really.
I think
Because we
covered
probably
it all.
already said it. Right?
You know, I guess we can go to closing, which we still had two parts left.
Wait a minute, Dustin. Don't you have a story to tell us?
Yeah, but we're not to that point yet.
Oh, okay.
We're only to part 7, and we got 2 more parts. We got to.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let the Valentine's Day show end.
Good, because the good thing is I'm pretty sure everybody here at this table is over Valentine's Day by now.
Yeah, we're not big Valentine's Day people, but we do enjoy the fun stuff.
So I'm gonna just give you a little. If we're gonna transition, we're gonna go on the fly. I'm gonna give you all the best advice I can give on Valentine's Day.
buy your wife flowers.
Nope.
Don't spend any money.
And I do this for birthdays, Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas. Did I say birthdays?
Yes.
Hey, honey, I'm going to take you on vacation for your birthday. And it's your Christmas present. It's your anniversary present.
It's your
And
Valentine's
it's your
Day.
Valentine's Day present.
And it's a gift to you, too.
And yes, exactly. Like,
That is exactly the stuff that I'm like,
it costs me as much to go on vacation by myself as it does to bring my wife.
And
So
he goes, and if
it's
you're
a win-win.
especially good, you.
Let's just say that I'm not lacking in that department. So somehow I married a woman who thinks the sun shines out of every orifice of my body.
That's
She just
so
thinks
sweet.
she thinks I am the greatest thing that's ever happened, and I don't know why, don't know how.
That's how it should be.
I'm flabbergasted every day that somebody wants to get up and grab my butt every morning.
Well, it's probably just in her way. She's trying to get through.
See, it's one of those, you see like the cards where it's like the guy grabbing the girl's butt. It's like, no, you have to remake that where the girl's grabbing the guy's butt, because we're in public everywhere. And it's like, will you stop? It's reverse.
All right. As Jerry Springer once said, love yourself.
And love
And
thy
each
neighbor.
other. So that's going to bring us to the end of our Valentine's show. We hope you had fun. We hope everybody's had a pleasant Valentine's Day. And if not, Dark Discoveries will be your Valentine's this year. So thanks
Don't
for
expect
joining
nothing
us.
from me, because I am not
I'm
buying it.
Jimbo.
Jaggy. I'm with my buddy.
Oh, Kiara.
And Dustin. And remember, just like H.H. Holmes, I ain't buying shit.
And this has been Dark Discoveries.
Where the deeper you dive.
The darker it gets. Jimbo, you forgot my story.
Oh, no. What is it about food?
The St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I think you have to wait for another day.